Okay, Digimon fans, a quick challenge. Can you keep up with 10 announcements in one episode? Because Digimon Times Vol.02 just dropped a full on info dump and it sets up a seriously exciting 2026. If you love Beatbreak, the card game, Time Stranger, merch, or events, you're going to want the full roadmap. So before we dive in, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because I'm covering every major update, including the exact Beatbreak Season 2 start date, the new Tactics arc tease, the card game release calendar, new Time Stranger DLC, the Godzilla crossover returning, and the collector stuff that could sell out fast. Let's jump in. First up, the anime, Digimon Beatbreak. They open by spotlighting episode 12, and it's framed as a huge payoff moment. After a long build-up, a major evolution finally lands, and the evolved form is called Almaridamon. And what I love here is that they don't just treat it like a plot point, they treat it like a full-on moment. They specifically shout out how cool the insert song was during the evolution. Because that's the secret sauce with Digimon, the music makes the evolution feel legendary. Then they immediately follow up with the perfect announcement. They confirm the Beatbreak main theme, Resonance, and the evolution insert track, Edge of Limit, are available for streaming. They also credit the composer Ariza Okehazama. This is such a hype move because it means you can relive that evolution energy whenever you want. And if that scene hit you hard, you can just throw the track on and instantly get pulled right back into that moment. Now, here's the big headline. Digimon Beatbreak officially enters Season 2 on January 4th, 2026. And it's not just more episodes, it's a whole new chapter that's being framed as the Tactics arc or Tactics edition. They show a preview that makes it feel like the story is leveling up. There are teasers of new systems like ePulse, new organizations working on a global scale, and an operation leader who feels like they're part of a larger structured team. The tone shifts toward more strategic, organized conflict, but it still keeps that classic Digimon personality and banter. They also drop hints about bigger plans and this idea of cooperation across 5 elements, which sounds like a major framework for the new arc. And overall, it really feels like Beatbreak is gearing up for a bigger confrontation and a wider world. Alongside that Season 2 reveal, there's a strong push for new character info. They point viewers to profiles and cast comments for the administration side and the tactics side, which is usually a sign that the supporting cast is expanding and the story is moving into a more faction-based setup. They also highlight the bond between Gekomon and Tenma Tomoro and mention Gekomon reaching the mature stage. That's great news because it signals ongoing partner growth, and in Digimon, that bond and growth combo is the emotional core, and they encourage everyone to catch up on episodes 1 through 12 with a year-end and New Year binge opportunity on the official channel. That's perfect timing because it means new viewers can jump in and longtime fans can refresh before the Tactics arc begins. After the anime news, we get the fun extras. Beatbreak line stamps are mentioned, featuring the growing Dawn side, so fans can bring Beatbreak energy into everyday chats. Then there's merch, including prize plushies. One of the highlights is Chibigurumi 2, a palm-sized plush series with an awkward, cute look that collectors love. The release window mentioned is spring 2026, and these are the kind of items you'd expect to see at amusement venues as crane game prizes. They also mention additional mascot plush items featuring multiple Digimon, so if you're a plush collector, spring 2026 is looking really strong. Now for the Digimon card game segment, and honestly this part is exciting because it's so clear and calendar friendly. The episode lays out a roadmap for early 2026. They talk about starter decks, including a Beatbreak themed starter deck scheduled for May 16th, 2026, built around Digimon and characters appearing in Beatbreak. They also mention a second starter deck themed around Digimon Sabers, celebrating its 20th anniversary, with names like Agumon and Daimon Masaru. They also tease a new gimmick, a dual card. Whenever the show highlights a gimmick like that, it usually means a new mechanic that could shake up deck building in a fun way. Then we get the booster timing. They mention a booster release on January 17th, 2026, tied to Time Stranger, with effects and illustrations based on the game's worldview. After that, Extra Booster 11 is scheduled for February 14th, 2026, connected to Digimon Liberator, with cards designed to strengthen certain Digimon lines. Then there's an advanced booster called Digimon Generation, scheduled for March 27, 2026, described as a product meant to help more people build solid decks through useful parts, reprints, and new cards. And finally, May the 16th, 2026 is positioned as a huge day because starter decks and a major booster wave land together. For players and collectors, that's a big one. Next up is game news for Digimon Story Time Stranger. The episode teases the second downloadable content drop, described like a Season Pass DLC pack. The highlights include 5 newly added Ultimate-level Digimon and story content focused around a certain person. There's also a Bancho theme, suggesting a focused group of Digimon with that boss-style title gathered into one DLC package. It's teased as a more info soon situation, but the concept alone is already fun and has a lot of potential. Then we move into collaboration goods, and this is a cool one. The Godzilla crossover is returning. A second collaboration between Godzilla and Digimon is confirmed for commercialization, tied to the Digimon Pendulum Color Style product line. They also hint that more collaboration monsters are planned, so it sounds like there's more to come than just a single reveal. If you love crossover merch, this is a great sign. Next is a collectible segment focused on plastic models. They introduce a closed box model series called PLABAKO, designed to be assembled and displayed in a transparent case. Closed box means it's a surprise which one you'll get, which is exactly the kind of thing collectors go crazy for. The lineup is described as 9 types total, 8 standard figures, plus 1 secret. They also mention metallic and clear color variations, so even the same Digimon can have different finishes. The release timing is described as spring 2026, so again, early 2026 is looking packed for collectors. Now for events, and there's a lot of good news here. First, there's a joint anniversary exhibition combining Digimon Adventure 02 and Ojamajo Doremi Sharp held at Anime Tokyo Station. It's presented as a 25th anniversary exhibition with hands-on content and photo spots, and it runs through February 15th with free entry. They also suggest Beatbreak content may appear as part of the exhibit lineup. Next, there's a Digimon Beatbreak collaboration with Round 1. They mention newly drawn visuals, themed menu items, bonus items you receive for ordering, and original goods. They also highlight that the visuals differ between the first half and second half of the campaign, and the collaboration runs until January 18, 2026. After that, the episode confirms Digimon Con is happening again, described as a global streaming event for fans worldwide. The timing mentioned is late March, so that's something to look forward to soon, and they promise more information as it gets closer. And finally, they tease an all-Digimon project, bringing Digimon together across different series. They call out newly created illustrations in an American comic style, and they tease a future collaboration between the all-Digimon project and the shopping mall, with details coming later. That's a really fun franchise-wide idea, and it sounds like it'll keep expanding. Near the end, the episode highlights a home release announcement, a long-awaited Blu-ray box for Digimon Ghost Game. They share a comment from Mutsumi Tamura, the voice actor for Hiro Amanokawa. The comment focuses on what made Ghost Game special, the bond between the characters as they face strange phenomena, the individuality of the Digimon, and the mix of fear and fun that made the series memorable. More details are promised later through official updates, but the fact it's happening is already great news for fans. So that's everything covered in Digimon Times Vol.02, and honestly, it's a really exciting lineup. The biggest headlines are Beatbreak Season 2 begins January 4th, 2026, with the new Tactics chapter. The Beatbreak music tracks Resonance and Edge of Limit are available for streaming. The Digimon card game has a stacked early 2026 release calendar. Time Stranger teases DLC 2 with 5 new Ultimate-level Digimon and a Bancho theme, and the rest of the episode rounds out with the returning Godzilla collaboration, PLABAKO closed box model collectibles, multiple events, Digimon Con returning in late March, the All Digimon project, and a Ghost Game Blu-ray box announcement. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, subscribe for more Digimon updates, and tell me in the comments what you're most excited for: Beatbreak Season 2, the card game releases, the Time Stranger DLC, or the Godzilla crossover. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.